It's locked, all right. Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. I cannot enter. It's locked. surely grant me access to the basement. These skulls feed from corpses in the husks of animals. They're not after blood. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. These skulls can be so ferocious.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
No,
Really?
I don't want...
I suppose...
Yes.
Could you at least...
Mortimer.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I'm...
You are not a burden.
And you have my...
How painful. I'll let you get...
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I will not let you down, my boy.
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that... Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something. Do you need my assistance?
Not at all.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your
Thank you for your time. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pen...
Did he really?
All members of...
I see.
You must know.
Do you require medical assistance?
Thank you for...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need...
Safer Reed than anyone.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed had...
Do we know it?
Actually, yeah.
Dr. Tip.
He was also...
What is the...
This hospital is not...
It's more than enough.
The...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, miss.
Your name...
I beg your pardon.
What?
You keep...
Well,
I'll leave you, miss...
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we get boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from...
It may...
Forgive me.
I'm not some...
Very...
Please.
The Pembroke owns...
A spokes...
Discretion is in order.
And you would like me...
By the stone.
Accepted. It's locked. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How is the pep...
Not well.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to...
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed.
Have you heard...
If you want to know what's going on here...
Goodbye for now. Good evening, Mr. L.
Evening, Dr. Reed. So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, God.
I wonder why the Goswicks came here.
I cannot enter. Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to
you. Remained...
Thank you, Doctor.
Have you made friends?
Not really.
You never came to see her?
You're preaching to the convert.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. It's locked.
Dr. Reed. I know that... I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass.
I cannot enter.
I hope that might help.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. What a blundering idiot time with me.
flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Fields, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, Be up again soon enough. Now, be a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Birds are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too...
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
All liars and thieves! What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on.
Blackmail?
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. The flower's dying. It needs water.
epidemic.
And I thought last year was
This is no time to
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have some good news, Milton.
What?
I retrieved your wallet.
Well, yeah.
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money any...
I'd like to see you...
Wise choice, Doctor. Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me get...
No matter how you feel about her,
Who says I don't care?
she could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse
What can you tell me?
Let me get...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
This hospital seems to be
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
Thank you for your time. cannot enter. It's locked. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
A colleague?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead.
Please show me.
Of course. Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then...
Don't worry, we're safe.
What must I do? What must I do? This isn't even my neighborhood. Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. Where was your...
He went down by the canal.
What can you tell me about...
His name is
This is a...
We were looking for the...
I have all the information.
Thank you, Doc.
No one is here. Relax.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Shit! You'll pay for that! He's dead! There's one of them. It's a leak! Kill it! You're mine!
Don't worry, we're safe. No one is here. Relax.
My neighborhood.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Don't worry, we're safe.
It's locked.